हरि ओम कूजन्तं राम रामेति मधुरं मधुराक्षरम् आरुह्य कविता शाखां वन्दे वाल्मीकि कोकिलं वाल्मीकिर्मुनिसिंहस्य कविता वनचारिणः शृण्वन् रामकथानादं को न याति परां गतिं जयत्यतिबलो रामः लक्ष्मणश्च महाबलः राजा जयति सुग्रीवो राघवेण विपालितः दासोऽहं कौसलेन्द्रस्य रामस्य अक्लिष्टकर्मणः हनूमान् शत्रुसैन्यानां निहन्ता मारुतात्मजः न रावणसहस्रं मे युद्धे प्रतिबलं भवेत् शिलाभिस्तु प्रहृतः पादपैश्च सहस्रशः अर्धयित्वा पुरीं लङ्काम् अभिवाद्य च मैथिलीं समृद्धार्तो गमिष्यामि विशतां सर्वराक्षसां नमोऽस्तु रामाय सलक्ष्मणाय देव्यै च तस्यै जनकात्मजायै नमोस्तु रुद्रेन्द्रयमानिलेभ्यो नमोस्तु चंद्रार्क मरुद्गणेभ्यः नमः सभायै। ये तो परम पावन मास और ये एवं दिन पुरुषोत्तम मास ज्येष्ठ अधिक मास में पौर्णमासी। सो वेद में प्रथमतः क्रतु वेद में प्रतिपाद्य प्रथमतः क्रतु तो दर्शपूर्णमास इष्टि। यजुर्वेद तो इष्टि के लिए हुआ ग्रंथ। यजुर्वेद में फर्स्ट एंड फॉरमोस्ट व्हाट इज टॉक्ड, द फर्स्ट 50 words in Yajurved is about Darshapurna Ishti. So Sanatana Dharma always talks positive. So it is a Vyatireka. Darsha माने अमावास। अमावास में क्या दर्शा होता है? You may ask why Veda calls Amavasya as darsha, because that is when you are seeing the Pitru. You see Pitru darshan हो होता है उस दिन में, इसीलिए वेद शुभ शब्द से दर्शा पूर्णमास पौर्णमी यही इष्टि वेद में प्रथमतः कहा हुआ है. So the first ishti is you have to do it on Paurnamasi, starting on that Paurnamasi and Amavasa. It is called as Darshapurna Ishti. On the evening of Amavasa, the actual yajna is done. This is Shrauta yajna according to Veda. The first Ishti starts on the day before Amavasya or the day before Paurnami. And then on the day of Paurnami and Amavasya is when actual everything begins. But the Ishti is on the Prathama, the first day, tomorrow. First day after new moon, after full moon. That is known as Darshapurna Ishti. So what is it? This Ishti says, this Ishti is done using Kshir, milk. So, yeah, Ved, either it does, that is why Krishna उस कुल में आविर्भाव किया, अवतार किया. क्षीर, milk is the most important thing. नित्य अग्निहोत्र में एक ही द्रव्य, of course अग्नि, दर्भा, everything, but एक ही द्रव्य तो क्षीर, पायस, milk. So you have to, but in that Darshapurna Ishti you need to have the buttermilk. Buttermilk doesn't happen the same time like you milk the milk and then boil it and offer. No. It has 1 or 2 days, it has to be there. इसीलिए what happens? So the Ishti starts, it's a way of life, beautiful. So on the day of Paurnamasi like today, you go in the afternoon where the calves and the cows are grazing. वो कृष्ण ने वही किया ना. So the calves and cows are grazing in the grasslands. The Yajamana goes and he wants to get milk. How will he get milk when the cow is attached to the calf? It won't let you, it will hit you. So they want to separate the calf and the cow. This is Veda. You may think Veda is just simply mantra. No. Anyway, if you know the meaning, Veda tells you, that is why Sanatana Dharma ka Adhar, Moola Grantha Ved, because it not only talks about Devatas, it gives you way of life. In those days, once in 15 days, they have to milk it and then they have to make buttermilk out of it. So that is the reason on the evening of Amavasa or full moon, the Yajamana along with his helpers goes and then milks the cow. How does he milk the cow? In order to milk the cow, he needs to separate the calf and the cow. So he takes a palasa, mild stick of palasa, vriksha, and then he tempts the calf to eat that palasa, that green palasa, thereby separating the calf and the cow. While doing, he slightly touches the calf so that it gets separated from the cow. Ladan, it basically giving patting to the calf. This is how Veda starts. So it gives Ishet Vorjetva Vayavasto Payavasta Devo Vasavita Prarpayatu Strethatamaya Karmane Abnayahi. So it starts like Ishetva, Ishemane, to do the Kriya, strength. So hey Palasa Vriksha, don't get hurt. The Veda is talking to the Palasa Vriksha because you are hurting the Palasa Vriksha by cutting it. Please understand that I am not doing any ill thing with it. I am only taking this to tempt the calf and the cow away from each other. Hishetva. But I assure you, because of this kratu, because of the welfare activity I am doing, you will grow. Ishetva, urjetva, ishe, urja. So that is what happening. So it's very important on the Purushottama month that we are doing kratu. Why Das brought this is not possible for everybody, and it is also not possible in the Kali Yuga that everybody does Shrauta Yajna. So what you do, Vyadapnoti Tadapnoti Kalau Sankirtya Kesavam. That is what this temple Bhakta Jano have done. Amazing that I was told that they have been doing this Pradakshina, Parikrama for 1 hour. Dhanya ho. Purushottama Masto, all the yajnas you do in the remaining 12 months, it only equates to 1/16 of what you do in this month. Such a pious month. So that is why Krishna says, I am the Purushottama. There is a separate adhyaya called Purushottama Adhyaya, Yoga. Urdhvamulam atashakam Ashwattam Prahuravyayam Chandhamsi Yasya Parnani Yastam Veda Savedaviti. This is very important. Knowing about me, Manushya, knowing about me is very important. That too in the Adhika Masa. Iti Guhyatamam Shatram Idam Uktam Maya Anagaha. This is to know about me, Purushottama. I am the Purushottama. Purana Purushaha, Vishnu Eva Purushottamaha. Nam Sahasram. I have been known by 1,000 names, beyond 1,000 names. Knowing this is the Guhyatamam Shastram. Greatest of all the Shastra is to know about Purushottama. Yetat Budhva Buddhiman Syat Krita Akritascha Bharata. What you do, what you don't do. All you have to do is think about me. That's how they would have done that, by thinking about Purushottama, Govindanam, Uchchar karke. Iti Guhyataram Shastram Idamuktam Maya. I have told you. I have told about my Purushottama Swarupa. Purushottama Swarupa. Urdhvamulam Atashakam Ashwattam Prahuhu. So I am like a lotus, inverted lotus. Likewise, I am like the roots go up because roots are the Adhar, and the root is Paramapurusha, Purushottama. So imagine the reverted banyan tree. The roots normally go down, but this is the supreme being. So imagine the root are in the upar, Akash mein. And then all the leaves are nothing but Veda. Understand this, recite my name. Iti Guhyatamam Shastram Shashana. This is my Shashan. Understand. So Bhaje Bhuri Bhara Pratamantam Bhupate Tulsidas. Would he leave it? He also says, he is the one who is taking care of the entire world. And praise to him. Bhaje Bhuri Bhara Pramantanam Bhupate. Hey Purushottama. Purushottamam Pushkaraksham Prapannam. You are the refuge. Tulsidas in Sanskrit in Manas कहता है Bhaje Bhuri Bhara Pramantanam. He Bhupate Purushottamam Pushkaraksham Prapannam. So on this very auspicious day, इस टेम्पल का गुजर श्रीमान जिट्टूबाई ने कल एक लेखन लिखा. Blessed souls do come for the parikrama on a Paurnamasi din of Purushottama. So this is very important. So one should know why we are doing this on Purushottama month. Because people were so busy. The people, when the calendar has to be brought to some samanjasa, lunar calendar and solar calendar has to be brought to be some samanjasa, Devas worried, there is no auspicious day in this extra 30 days. what do I do? What do we do? Indra goes to Brahma. Brahma all go to Kshiravdi, Milky Ocean. Krishna says, Purusha, don't worry, every day is Sambrahma. That is the reason. And it is so dhanyavo that this astik took time to let people know, but दास तो आज का चर्चा शुरू होने के पहले पुरुषोत्तम मंत्र और पौर्णमासी में वेद में इसका क्या महत्व है. पुरुषोत्तम मास का महत्व तो पद्म पुराण में बहुत चर्चा हुआ. भजे भूरि बार प्रमंतनम. If you have to, the whole world is churned. Bhuri and it is lifted by nothing but Bhupati. Who is Bhupati? He is none other than Sri Ramachandra. He is Bhupati. Purushottamam, and he blesses us. That is very important. Tulsidas says, Pushkaraksham, lotus-eyed Bhupati, Purushottama, Prapannam. He is the one we should take refuge. So we are taking refuge in Purushottama, Rama, Maryada Purusha. Where are we? Prakriti niyamaha kathadvara katitam. Very beautiful. 2 sargas are parama pavanam. That too it has come in Purushottama Mas. Dasarath ji ka swarga arohan. Parama pavitra. We talked about the importance of Pitrikarya. This is what it is. So Ramayan tells what is the duty of a son, what is the duty of a father, what is the duty of a Maharaj, what is the duty of Mata, through Katha. Very rare. Giridhar Das never touches this in Gujarati because it is a Bhakti Grantha. He left it like that. Tulsidas, just one line finishes this story, what we are going to do. Parama Pavana Katha. Adhyatma Ramayan thoda charcha. Valmiki to 2 sarga, 2 chapters on repentance. And the laws of nature, the world is governed by rule of law. You may think that it is rules are not working, laws are not being governed properly, but it will be, otherwise the sun will not come. That is the reason they have put once in 3 years this Purushottama, because rules are rules. Prakriti, nature, the nature is governed by laws. This is the story Ramayan tells, but through story. So it is going to tell a story via Dasarath. So Dasarath is repenting, and what he does, he doesn't know. He went like psychotic. But certain things come into his mind, and he tells, hey Kausalya, hey Pativrata, this is the law, and I am feeling the solutions, I am feeling the outcome of what I have done. Hey Vidhite Shum Karyure, hey Vidhi, hey Devata, what have you done to me? Luti lindu dekadine sukha. You have just shown me sukha and you took off everything. You gave me Rama after 60,000 years. That is sukha, Ramayati. Abhirama Katare. Giridhar Das says, what is Ramayan? Ruchi, Rama, Abhirama Katare. A Manushya, this is about the man who is loved by everyone. Abhirama, not only Rama, Ramayati iti Rama, Abhi, Ruchi. Hey Vidhi te shun karyu re, what have you done? Hey Devata, hey Vidhi. Luti lindun dekadine sukha. You have shown me some sukha, took it over. Avunko ne thai nahi re. Nobody has suffered like me, Pitrushoka like this. I had everything for me. Aha daive dindu ganunduk din ganunduk. You have given enough duk. What do I do? He beats his chest and Kausalya comes. And Kausalya says, it is your own doing. Hey Raja, it is your own doing. Why are you now crying? Then Dasarath says, already I am in pain. Why are you adding fuel to the fire? So this is Purvakatha. Then what is happening? Everybody is crying that they all, Yas Satyapasha Parivita Piturnidesham Strainasya Chapi Shirasa Jagrhesa Bharyaha Rajyam Sriyam Pranayinaha Sukrudo Nivasam Tyaktva Yau Vanam Asuniva Mukta Sangaha. We will try to bring the words of a lot of people today. Purushottama Masu, Purnamasi will try to go fast. Yes, Satya, because of Satya, bound by Satya, Vyasavakya, bound by Satya, This Dasarata had to let his son go. Strainasya chapi shirasa jagrhe sabhar is three for the reason Strainasya. Vyasa Vakya, it is his own grammar. Strainasya chapi shirasa jagrhe sabha. You put your wife on your head. Rajyam Sriyam Pranayinaha Sukrudo Nivasam. So Ram has to leave his Rajya, has to leave his kingdom, has to leave his relatives and friends. Tyaktva yayau vanavas kaisa. Like this Atma leaves the body. Sunu iva mukta sangaha. When people are getting liberated and meeting the Maker, the Atma goes soon iva, life. Vanam asunu mane Atma, life. Asunu iva mukta sangaha. When this Atma leaves, Sangha, this Atma gets into the body. So this is a Sangha, this leaves. So likewise, Rama left everything. So the Rama left everything, but Dasarata says, it is now time for me to repent and bear the outcome. Bhunjana eva atmakam vipakam vyasa vakyam. What Valmiki says, Vyasa brings this. Anybody remember where it came in Bhagavad? Bhunjana eva atmakam vipakam. I have cooked food, pakam kiya, but it turned out to be bad. Whom I should blame? Should I blame the rice, or should I blame the jagat, or should I blame the stove? I have to be the watchful one. Vipakam, my name nai cook kiya. Nai, I didn't cook. Who should be blamed? The cook should be blamed. Bhunjana eva atmakritam vipakam. What a word. Do you know where it came? Krishna was 5 years old. He killed Putana, he killed Trinavrita, he killed Chakatasura, he killed Agha. Every devatas were stunned. Brahma, his putra, got jittery. Oh, this is Paramapurusha. He wanted to test 5-year-old Krishna and his friends, Suhrits. One day after Krishna has done samhara to Aghasura, they all took curd rice and went to the forest. All of a sudden, the twisted Brahma took away the calves and the young boys, and it disappeared. But Krishna was laughing. But those parents are waiting for these kids, and more importantly, the Mata cow is waiting for these calves. So he created the Srishti. Thousands and thousands of similar. It's called, now they do this all DNA thing, like that he did. And everywhere. Then Brahma was testing. Brahma kept those cow boys and the calves. And because it is Srishti of Mahapurush, Purushottam, the mothers and fathers and the mother cows did not know the difference between the original and this Srishti, Maya, created by Madhusudan. 1 year went by. And Bhrataji came from somewhere, Balaram came from somewhere, he was not with Krishna. Then he is always correcting Krishna. Hey Krishna, what have you done? It is not correct. You cannot do against the law written by you. So Balarama dictates Brahma that you go return back those calves and the cowboys. When Brahma comes, Krishna goes into that is what it is, Purushottama. Well, it's very apt. So we, like Purushottama Yoga, we said, this is Purushottama. He said, I am there in everybody. I am the Atma. So all these 1,000 cows, 1,000 calves, which have been created by Lord Krishna, when Brahma saw, they all had Chaturbhujam. Chaturbhujam Shanka Gada Yuda Yutam Pushkarekshanam. Every calves and cows, Brahma could not see the calves and the cowboys. Brahma could only see the Purushottama. There, he started praising, hey, how bad I am. Now you have taken the creator position from me. It is because of me. Tatte anukampam susamikshamaanaha bhunjanameva atmakritam vipakam. When he is doing this praise, there are very few stutis in Bhagavatam. One such stuti is Brahma stuti. So Brahma, the creator, praises Lord. Tatte anukampam. It is only because of your mercy, Purushottama, we are all surviving. We are expecting your mercy every day. Forgive me. Bunjanameva atmakritam vipakam. I am repenting the mistake I did. Bunjanam, I have to bear the fruit of the action. This is exactly Valmiki told. What did he tell? Phalam anudhavati karma. See, Ramayana is nothing. What did I say? Niyama, prakriti niyamaha katitam katadvara. So they could have said simply, what you sow, so you reap. In Bhagavat, of course, this is Pratyaksha, Nija, but still Vyasa dedicates one sarga to bring the story of Brahma taking the calves and the cowboys and telling one life lesson. Bunjanameva atmakritam vipakam. So next time, Bhagavat is not only Bhakti Grantha. Most of the people, of course, in Saptah, that's all you can do in 7 days. But Bhagavat also here and there pearls. But you should be immersed in Ramayana and Bhagavat. One life is not enough. Also you should remember, Brahmastuti to 10th skandh mein 14th sarga. Aghasura is 13th sarga. This is 14th. I cannot remember the exact sloka, but sarga Das can remember. So this is what happening. Everybody is saying that I should take the responsibility of the mistake I did. So I am repenting. Hey, what is happening? This is not happening. Hey, Vidhi, what I have done, you have given me enough pain. Suno srota jana ghati karmani kya ramane vanavasa. Ye suno, ye jana. He is advising Giridhar Das. Kya marana dasharatunu ye akhala gatya avinashi. Sutachara Dasharata Rayane Mahaparakrami Valavanta Phana Antakali Raya Pase Natiye Kadana Antakal came Rama Rama Raghuvira Kaheta Tajya Bhupe Pranare. Yes, Srota Log, who can control the Vidhi, karma? What did I say? Valmiki said everybody follows in their own way. Where is Ram and why I have put him to Vanavas? Kya Ramane Vanavas? What is happening? This is Vidhi. When I started writing about Ramayan, I didn't know this will happen. Where is Rama's Vanavas? And where is Dasarath ji? He is asking. I didn't know this would happen. As if he is like Valmiki. But Valmiki is Moolagata, but he is doing it. So, what is happening? Avinashi, Anant, Avinashi Bhagavan. Bhagavan ko nash nahi, Avinashi Bhagavan. Why he had done this? Akalagatya Avinashi Sutachara Dasharata Rayane Mahaparikrami Valavanta. Mrityu ke samai, that pash nobody can conquer. Ye vidhi shuno srota jana. What he says? Be aware of what you do. Ye srota jana, ye shraddhalu log. Aap jaisa. Gati karmani, who can understand the flow of fate? So, this is the exact thing Dasaratha is going through. He didn't know what to do. His Antakal is coming. Though Sarga is going to bring by beautiful katha. Valmiki is going to give us a beautiful katha here, which we will see in a minute. Internet when Tasmin ati suke kale dhanushman yishuman rati. Understand, this is a suffering. The discussion is still going on between Mata Kausalya and Dasaratha. Dasaratha is cursing Vidhi. Okay, that time I know why it happened. Hey Kausalya, phala anudhavati karma. And it is up to the karta, it is up to the doer to do good. If you do good thing, you will get good output. If you do bad thing, you get bad output. That we have already studied. That time, Dasaratha's memory came. Tasmin ati sukhe kale dhanushman ishuman rati pyayama krita sankalpa sarayum anvagatam nadi. Imagine what is the title today. He is telling the story, great moral, law of nature using story. Hey Kausalya, I know why it happened. Once upon a time when I was a yuva, about 24-25 years old, the environment was so pleasant. After Grishma Kala, after summer season, rain started drizzling. Tasmin ati sukhe kale. I was with full of vigor, ego and mada, youngster, youth. Dhanushman ishuman rati vyayama kritasanka. I wanted to enjoy. So I did some mischief. Vyayama krita sankalpa. Where did I go? Sarayum anvagatam natim. What did I say? He's telling Katha. What is the moral? You have to repent for the mistakes. But the story comes to Sarga. Beautiful narration. That emotion. Only Valmiki did. So Giridhara did not do. And Tulsidas, for whatever reason, he did not elaborate. Bhaya ubhikala bharanata itihasa vilapata ravu bhikala bahubanti bai jugu sarisa sirati narati. One line, that's it. Tapasa anda sapa sudhi ai. Tapasa, tapasvi, and tapasvi ka shap unhone smaran kiya. That's all. Only half, ek pad, only half of one line in a chaupai, for whatever reason Tulsidas finishes, because it is a bhakti kada. Giridhara Das never did it. So I asked somebody in Surat, why it could be. Oh, to Pandit hai, Gujarati Pandit. He gave me this. Yeah, I don't simply come and recite. If I don't understand, Das to idhar udhar puchta hu. Mere learning ke liye. He said, oh no, Giridhara to Mahakavi. Gujarati log usko Mahakavi mante. Mahakavi Giridhara. ठीक है. I said power. He said, oh Mahakavi. Danya. He said, he is a bhakti. His bhakti is such that ye to sant bhumi. ये तो नृसिंह मेहता का भूमि, ये तो इतना संत वैष्णव लोक का भूमि, ये तो द्वारकाधीश का भूमि. It is bhakti. Why should I portray? Why should Giridhara portray Dasaratha to be this bad man once upon a time? Forget it. We don't want to even portray Dasaratha did something which is wrong. That is the reason, because of the bhakti bhav. Mahakavi Giridhara would have perhaps missed it. Wantedly. Believe me. This didn't come to me. Oh, yeah. That Mahapurush told me. Okay. So, tapasa anda sapa sudhi ai. But here also Tulsidas did not want to write this. Then I did some charcha. Tulsidas did not want to tell the story of this Ravana Kumar. It cast a black thing on Dasaratha. No, he is a dharma swarup. Then, but Tulsidas ka आधार ग्रंथ तो अध्यात्म रामायण, अध्यात्म रामायण तो व्यास रचित. In अध्यात्म रामायण this is given. So he could not escape because he is following Adhyatma Raman. He just did it as a pass by. Tapasa anda sapa sudiyai. It came in his memory. Kausalyahi sab katha sunai. Finish. Sab katha sunai. You go find it from somewhere. It is not part of my grantha. Kausalya hi sab katha sunai. Kausalya heard all the story. Leave it. That is what it is. So what is the story? In 2 Sarga, Valmiki brings this beautifully. Tasmin ati sukhe kale dhanushman yishuman rati vyayamakrita sankalpa sarayum anvagam nadim. You should know. That is why I labored to tell what is the difference between Giridhara Vakya, Tulsidas Prabhu ki Vakya, Adhyatma Ramayana और Valmiki. Why Valmiki? Valmiki is a Sastra Grantha. He wanted to preach. He wanted to use a story to tell the moral. Don't do wrong things. That wrong things will give you the fruit in a wrong way. Manushya, be aware. To do that, he is telling the story as a kavya. So that is the base upon which we'll build. Nipane mahisham ratrau gajam va abhyagatam nadim anyam va shwapadam किंचित जिगांसुः अजितेन्द्रियः तस्मिन् त्रासाम् एकान्ते रात्रौ विवृतकरार्मुकः. He is telling a story. Once upon a time when I was young, it was a rainy season, it was late evening or early night. I heard the sound of a animal. What kind of animal? Wild boar. Mahisham, Ratrau, Gajam. It is like it. I heard as if a wild boar was drinking water. Elephant was drinking water. It came near Sarayu. So I was full of vigor. Ajita Indriya. I was not able to conquer my conscience. I was not able to conquer my Indriyas. So without thinking, can you believe, why would an elephant come in the night? Any ignoramus person will understand why. Beautiful. This sarga, you should learn like this. Then a Pandit in Kashi told me, imagine how they studied. We think that people with the tuft and the dhoti, Mahapurush. Hey Ram, don't you know elephant's eyesight is weak? Das didn't know. Pade, Gujarati Pandit, Kashi Pandit. 1 month back, Das was going through this chapter. So it gave me opportunity to call people. They all respond because ye to Rama Katha, Abhirama Katha re, Ruchi. Oh, there is somebody in America. I saw Ruchi hai. Okay, they go find from somebody. Then they said, elephant ka eyesight to itna weak. Does Dasarath not know this elephant cannot come in the night? That is the problem. Without thinking, Arabdha kiya, believe. Valmiki is not an ordinary man. Elephant eyesight is weak. Why would elephant come in the night to drink water? Where did the sense of Dasaratha go? Because he was not able to conquer his senses. He was carried over by that ego, yuvaka, that sense, teenage, we say, no, now they call it as hormones, whatever it is. That, he was carried away by that. Nipane Mahisham Ratrau. That is why Valmiki put Ratrau Gajam. Mistake after mistake. If you don't start properly, look for, this is a great management lesson. Ratrau gajam va abhyagatam nadim anyam va shwapadam kinchit jigamsuhu ajitendriya. I didn't think. Now he is thinking, I knew that elephant will not come in the night, but I was not able to capture my senses, so I started putting the bana based on sound. I'm Maharati. I had the gift of hitting the bana from hearing just the sound. I don't even have to see the target. I can sense the sound from which I can sense the target based on the sound and the direction. So I hit what is called as Shabdavedi Ban, maine prayog kiya. Ratrau Vivrtakar Mukaha. In an isolated place I was standing, it was night. Mistake starts. Tatraham samvritam vanyam atavan stiramagatam anyam chapi mega hrimsam shabdam srutvaha apagatam. I think I could not think properly and I was thinking that some wild elephant was making hrimsam shabdam, garjana. So I thought that it was like a hrimsam shabdam and I started doing this. What did it come? Valmiki says, beautiful. Dvipa, imagine, such a great thing. So elephant came, Valmiki tells the story. In Sanskrita, elephant is known as Dvipa. Dvi pibhati iti dvipa. How does elephant drink water? First it takes it from trunk and then pours it into the mouth. Dvi pibhati iti dvipa. In dvipa, dvi mane two. Pa is a letter. How does this story of Shravan Kumar begin? With the elephant coming to drink the water. Dvipa. That became the sin. He thought it was an elephant and hit a Muni Kumar. Dvipa, 2p, pa, pakara, 2p. Imagine it is Slesha. Dvipa, if you take it as a word, it is elephant. This elephant came. Dvipa agatam. If you split Dvipa, there are 2p. That 2p becomes papena agatam. This is 2p. Elephant became papa. How many p are in papa? 2p. That is chamatkar. Dvipa papena agatam. Kathayitum. Katha kathitam. So he is telling a story. Look at this beauty. That is Samskrita. Dvipa papena. That elephant became sin for Dasharatha. Because phalam anudhavati karma. He didn't think. Alpa arabdha karmam. He didn't think alpa. He didn't think. Dvipa papena agatam. Elephant came as a sin. And the story of Ramayan went. Without Shravan Kumar, there is no Putra Shoka. Without Putra Shoka, we would not have seen the beauty of Bharata ji. Without Bharata ji, there is no Ramayana. What if Bharata wanted to take the kingdom? That is Ramayana. Ata andhakare tu asrausham jale kumbasya paryataha achakshuhu vishaye gosham varanasya iva narditaha. That is why it took varanasya iva nardita, as if the sound was making by varana, dvipa, gaja. All are paryaya pada. Sanskrit, a lot of same meaning, different words. Atha, afterwards, it was late evening, afterwards the night fell, and that too it was a rainy season. Asrausham, I heard a big noise. Kumbes, then I heard a big noise as if somebody is taking water. Kumbasya paryataha, they were filling the water jug. Achakshuhu vishaye, I could not see, but I was so greedy, I was so mighty that okay, I don't have to see the target, I can see, I can hear the sound and I can hit it using Sabdavedi. That is a mistake. Achakshuhu vishaye, target, vishayamane, target. Achakshuhu, I don't have to see. Ghosham, I thought the sound is made by an elephant. Varanam, even ardataha. So, elephant came. Then Dasaratha was hit by Papa. Dushkarma. Dvipaha papena. 2p. Dvipa. 2p became Papa. Dvipaha papena agatam. Right? Mere father's Vyakhyan. Dhanyahu. Atha andhakare tu asrausham jale kumbhasya paryataha chachuhu vishaye gosham varanasya iva nardataha tataham sharam udhritya deeptam ashi vishopamam. Then immediately I picked up my bow, and what is he characterizing? My arrow is as if like a snake. Tataham sharam udhritya deeptam, very sharp arrow. Deeptam ashi mane snake. Ashi visha upamam shabdam prati gaje prepsuhu abhilakshya tu apatayam. Abhilakshya, I heard the sound and then I took the arrow, which is nothing but that arrow is nothing but the visha of the snake. I hit it. Amuncham nishitam bhanam aham ashi vishopamam tatrava gushasi vyakta praduhu asid vane koshaha. Then all this has been happening and the morning came. Tatrava gushasi vyakta. Clearly I could hear he is defending himself. Clearly I could hear the sound. Tatrava gushasi vyakta ushasi praduhu. I was able to clear, but I cannot see. But I was able to clearly listen, and I understood that it is nothing but an elephant coming to drink the water. Vanokasha, all of a sudden there is somebody crying. Aha iti patataha toye bhana abhihata marmana. Then I heard speaks. Ha iti patata. It fell. Sin fell on me. Papayena agata. Ha iti patataha toye bana abhihata marmana. Then somebody said, somebody has hit me below my hip. Marma bhag mein somebody has hit bana. A sound from a man living in the forest. Vanakoshaha. Vanakoshaha mane, the people who are living. I think there was a guy living in the forest. He started crying. Somebody has hit me in my private parts. Aha iti patataha toye bana abhihata marmanaha abhihata barmanaha bane. That is the reason. After this, the people in Treta Yuga made a rule. Even in a war, you should not do any Sastra Prayog. behind hip. You should not hit people in the hip. That is the reason. So you have the story. So much one to tell. Gandhari, because she took all her pativratyam and then showered it to Duryodhan. But Duryodhan was shy. Krishna, the Mayavi, said, "Hey Duryodhan, you are a grown-up boy. Why are you going before your mother Nanga? Some kaupin dharan karo." So he did it. There, Gandhari could not transfer her virtue. Then Bhima was not able to conquer Duryodhana. Vyasavakya. Then he was hitting him here, he was hitting him, nothing happened because Gandhari Pativratyam is a shield. Then Krishna is telling, look at his thigh, look at his thigh, look at his thigh. Bhima would not hit Duryodhana on the thigh. That is because of the Shastra. He refused. Then he said, hey, listen to me, I am Purushottam. No matter whatever it is, then it is a story. That is the reason people should not hit. And that was the weakest spot for Duryodhana, behind the hip. Everything is Sastra. Look at this. Aha iti. So, mistake. What the first mistake he did? Imagine, this story is beautiful. Bear with me, two lectures. You'll learn so much. First thing is, he did not think properly. In the night, why would an elephant come? Stupidity. Then, he was so greedy that he can conquer anybody. He took the sound, but he could have hit him somewhere. So when Dasarath ran to protect Shravan he could have saved him. But he made sure that if this sound came, then if it is an elephant, then the way I am putting this bana will hit the marma of the elephant. So he did it in such a way, it went and hit the marma bag. That is also wrong. Mistake after mistake. Phalam anudhavati karma. Why would Valmiki labor? He could have said he hit. No. Then tasmin nipatite bhane vagbhut tatra manushi vagbhut. Then this sound came. Then Dasarath understood it is vagbhut, vakabhut manushi. This is the word of a human being. Katam asmat videshastram nipatet tat tapasvini. How did I hit a tapasvini? Tapasvini mane feminine. But this man is man. How? That means tapasvin, saptama vibhakti. On the tapasvi. So it is grammar. So take it like that. Tasmin nipatite bhane vagbhutu tatra manushi katam asmad videshastram nipatetu tapasvini praviviktam nadim ratra udahara aham. Then this Munikumar says, he is yelling. Dasharatha has not yet seen him, but he is telling, what is this nonsense? Praviviktam nadim ratra. I have come in an isolated night, ratrau. Udaharam, I wanted to quench some water. Udahar mane, udaran. Udahar also meant to take. So I came to quench some water. Ishuna abhigataha kena kasyava kim kritam maya. Who is that stupid who has hit me with this bana? What have I done wrong to him? That is wrong. This poor tapasvi has not done anything. He is doing his own karma. How did Ramayan begin? Ramayan began because Ramayan wants to preach the world that ahimsa paramo dharma. Ma nishada pratishtam tvam agamaha saswati sama yat krauncha mitunat ekam avadhi kama mohitam. What a beautiful 63-64 sarga. Ramayan began, then Valmiki is not able to get over it. See, Valmiki saw two krauncha pakshi, women pakshi and the male pakshi was hit by a vyadha. Then he became so angry. Shokam shlokatvam agataha manishada pratishtantam agamaha shashvati sama yat krauncha mitunat ekam avadhi kamamo. Same thing happened here. This boy was going and quenching water for his mom, Andh. Valmiki will say, they are old people, they don't have eyesight. Look at what papa this Dasarath has done, knowingly or unknowingly. One mistake after mistake. Ishuna abhita kena. Who is that stupid? Valmiki will curse. That man is stupid. Balaita, subalaita. That man who cannot make any bala mane, not youth. You should not take like that. Who cannot make any discretion. They cannot think. Ishuna abhita kena rishehi nyasta dandasya. Who am I? That is what I took that Manusha. I have given up all the himsa, nyasta danda, danda mane dandan. I have given all the vada, I have given all the dandan, I am ahimsavadi. Rishihi, nyasta dandaha. Vane vanyena, I have been living on my own isolated place, taking care of my father and mother who are old and don't have eyesight. What is this? Katam tuna shastrena vadomati vidayasya vidhi. Where is the law? Vidayasya vidhi. Where is the rule that you should go and hit somebody without knowing what is on the other side? Katam nu shastrena vadhomati vidasya vidayate jata bharadarasya eva valkala jinavasasaha ko vadena mamarti syati kimva asya apakritam vaya. I am a man with a matted hair living with valkala, poor, doing my own thing. Why are you interfering? Why you came all of a sudden and did this apakritam, papa, sin? Evam nishpalam arabdham kevala anartha samhitam. That is the reason. This is the lesson Manushya Valmiki is telling to us. Nishpalam. Why did Dasaratha go? Dasaratha was in youth. His youth was burning. So he said, I just wanted to kridayantu. I just went there to have fun. In teenage, my son says, I just did it for fun. That is the problem. Look at this. Evam nishpalam arabdam. Without thinking, arabdam, you start something. Kevalam anartha samhitam. Samhitam mane output. It will only kevalam. It will only lead you to bad things. Not one, multiple bad things. Valmiki also says, okay, if it had killed that Munikumar, it's fine. But it didn't stop at that. It killed that old Rishi and Rishi Patni. 3 people went away. Anartham. Look at this. Isn't it a story? Ramayan is such a grantha. Evam nishpalam arabdam. Management lesson for you people. Evam nishpalam arabdam kevalam anartha samhitam. If you do that without thinking, people will laugh at you. Manushya, na kaschiti sadhu manyate. People won't think that you have some sense. Na kaschiti, not even a young boy will think that you have some sense. Na kaschiti sadhu manyate. They won't understand that you have sense. Evam nishpalam arabdham kevala anartha samhitam na kaschiti sadhu manyete yataiva gurutalpagam. Then this, he says, Valmiki wants us to stress, Manushya, think. Don't take it lightly. Don't think that, chalo, chalta hai. Lesson much needed. Then he says, if you do that, not only you will be chastised, it is as a papa as you have done some mischief with your guru's wife. Gurutalpagam. Brahmahati, Surapanam, Swarnasteyam, Gurutalpagam, Tat Samyogam. 5 papa. Brahmahati, Brahmani Aniyate. It is not Brahman alone. Who is the knowledgeable person who has united himself with Brahman. Brahmahati. Brahmahati. Not to people then later on said it is Brahmana. Brahmani aniyate iti brahmanaha. One is close, one he keeps the Lord in his chest, like Vidura. Brahmani aniyate iti brahmanaha. Brahmahati. Look, that is also giving you, the Sastra tells most important thing, Brahmahati. So be respectful. Don't take others lightly, give respect. Brahmahati. Surapanam, don't get intoxicated. When you get intoxicated, you lose your sense. Surapanam, Swarnasteyam. If you can translate it, it is like stealing Swarna. No, cheating, not paying tax. All these are included. Isn't it a life text? Brahmahati, Surapanam, Swarnasteyam. Guru Talpagam. Not living ethically, put it like that. Tat Samyogam. All these, who is helping a person to do all this? The most important papa, worst papa is getting associated with these people who have done these 4 sins. So not only you are doing the sin, you are being pushed by somebody else and somebody else is helping you. They are the most worst sinners. Evam nishpalam arabdham kevala anartha samhitam na kaschiti sadhu manyet yataiva gurutalpagam. So be aware. When this man was going to his Swarga, why would Valmiki bring this in a beautiful poetic way, giving a lesson? That is Ramayan. Learn. Naham tata anushochami jivitakshayam ye Dasarata. I don't worry about my life. How should be a son? What is the duty of a son? Valmiki says, I don't care about me living or not. Hey Dasharatha, don't think that I am yelling out of my lung to save my life. No. Na aham tata. Therefore, I don't worry. Anushochami, I don't care. Whether living or jivitakshayam, one day or other life will go. What a lesson. That is why this is known as dharma kanda. Story, imagine. I don't care, life will go one day. Jivitakshayam. Atmana, everybody will go one day. Mataram pitaram cha ubhau anushochami madvide. I'm thinking of my old parents. There again Valmiki says, takes care of your parents. Mataram pitaram cha ubhau anushochami. What happens? Madvide. After I die, what will happen to them? That is why Putra Shoka is very, very, very harsh. Sastra, even Munis like Vasishtha and Vyasa were not relieved of this. That is the greatest sin one has committed, to see their young kids go before them. Of course, if you live 100 years, that's fine. But not in 40, 50 years, you see your young kid go. I don't expect and I don't wish anybody to go through that. Mataram picharam cha ubhau anushochami madvide. Because of my death, tat yetan mitunam vruddham chirakalam mritam maya. Hey Dasarath, I want to tell you, they are not ordinary people. They are very old. For a long time, they don't have eyes. Tat yetan, they cannot live without each other. Mitunan, they cannot live because both are invalid. Tat yetan mitunam vruddham chirakalam mritam maya. So I gave up my life. I didn't become grihastha. I took the Mendak life, ascetic life very early to take care of them. Chirakalam bhritam maya. I have been taking care of them for a long time. Mayi panchavatvam apanne kam vrittim vartayishyati. Beautiful. See, Valmiki uses a word panchatvam. Panchatvam mane death. Why is death called panchatvam? What is this made of? Pancha. Appu, Tejas, Agni, Earth, Vayu, water, Akash. All these are bound by Atma. When this Atma leaves, when Atma is inside, everything is bound by your human body. Mishra. When this Atma leaves, this unity, Mishra, becomes 5 again. Isiliye Panchatvam. This sarga is not easy to tell. So much Shastra. Sanskrit ka jnana. Of course, I read all. Anyway. So, and then Panchatva mane 5th phase of life. What are the 4 phases we know? Brahmachari, Grihastha, Vanaprasna, Sannyasi. Then when the Sannyasi leaves, it's a Panchatva. So, he didn't want to say death because he is a Munikumar. He is giving such a beautiful description, beautiful word, that is Sanskritam. Shuddhi. Panchatvam. Mayi panchatvam apanne kam vrityam vartayishyati. Mera mrityu. Mrityu is a well-known Sanskrit pada. He didn't use. If the panchatvam comes to me, what will they do? Kam vrittim vartayishyati vruddhau cha mata pitarau aham cha eka yishunata. That's what I said. If you do alpa arabdam, if you don't think the outcome will be small. Outcome will be big. You only hit me. Vruddhau cha, but it is going to take the life of the old and mata or pita. One issue had hit 3 people. The intent was only one. Such a dharma. Vruddhau cha mata pitarau aham cha eka yishunataha. Hey, you considered yourself, you are burning with your youth and said that with one bana, Shabdavedi bana, you can hit one big target, but you did not hit single target. Look what has happened. Adharma. Vruddhau cha mata pitarau aham cha eka yishunataha kenasma nihita sarve subhalena akrita atmanaha. Without thinking, you are like a man with no sense. Subhalaha. Bhala. Subhalaha. You have done a mischief. Akrita atmanaha. You did not do sukrita. You did akritam. Tam giram karunam sritva mama dharma anukankshina. But Dasaratha understood the mistake. He didn't run away. That is also faced the mistake. Because he is from Raghukula. Valmiki will not say Dasaratha. Valmiki will say, Hey Raghava, in this sarga, because you are follower of dharma. He understood he made mistake. He is going to face them. Tam Giram Karunam, that pathetic voice, Giri, Girvani, Tam Giram, that Rishi's Giram, Girvanam Shrutva Karunam, Deen. He was crying, begging, oh, what happens to my parent? Tam Giram Karunam Shrutva, Mama Dharma Anukan. Then my dharma got bright. I realized I made mistake. Karabhyam sharam chapam vyatitasya apatat bhuvi. When I felt that I have slipped away from dharma, that valor and might what I had, it went away without my knowing that the bow and the arrow slipped from my hand. Karabhyam sharam chapam vyatitaha apatat bhuvi tasya aham karunam shritva nishilala pato bahu. As if the whole owl was crying in the night. Sambrantaha shoka vegena brusham asa vichetana. I became terrified, sambranta, disturbed. Tam desham aham agamya deena sattva sudurmana apashyan ishuna tire saravyaha tapasam hatam. Look how the melancholy. I now saw the man hit by my Vishu in that place on the bank of Sarayu. Valmiki is putting drama here. Visualize like that. Tam desham saravyam desham, on the bank of Sarayu. Aham agamya dina sattva sudurmana. With sudurmana, with deep agony. Apashyan ishuna tire saravya tapasam hatam avakirna jhatabharam pravidha kalashodakam pamshu shonita digdangam shayanam shalyapiritam. What a beautiful Sanskrit. Avakirna, that Munikumar, Yuva. His hair, matted hair were all disturbed. Avakirna. Jhatabharam, that alaka. Pravidha, the jug was reversed. Because water he could not, his karya he could not do. Pravriddha mane ulta. Wo jug to, gagar to ulta hua. Because it was not able to fill water. So, he was not doing the duty of a son. Valmiki brings this. Avakirna jatabharam pravriddha kalasha udakam pamshu shonita digdangam. His body was all smeared with dust, the river sand. Pamshu mane dust, shoni mane blood. Pamshu shonita digda, smeared. Angam shayanam, he fell on the bank of Sharayu. What a pathetic situation. Samam udvikshya netrabhyam trastam aswastha chetasam. He was not able to do anything, but he was seeing me. Look at this. Unintended mistake, Dasaratha. It didn't let him. He begot Rama. Even though he begot Rama, Paramapurusha, his papa followed. Palam anudhavati karma. Whoever listened, sure, your Pitrus will be much pleased. Samam udviksha netrabhyam trastam aswastha chetasam iti uvacha vachakruram. Then his emotion, vachakruram uvacha. He started showing anger. Didakshan iva tejasa, as if like Shiva, burning Manmata with his eyes, fired eyes. Didakshan iva tejasa, Agni, tejas mane Agni. His eyes were as if it was burning me. Kim tava apakritam rajanne, rajanne. What have you done? Rajan should be more capable of controlling the senses. Kim tava apakritam rajanne vane nivasata maya. We are living isolated here. Why didn't you think, rajanne? Jihir shuhu ambho guru artam yadaham thadita tvayam. I was just going there to get water to quench the thirst of my old parents. What have you done, Rajan? Ekena kalubhanena marmani abhihate mahe. That too marmani abhihate mahe. Valmiki will cry, I can't bear this pain. Take this out, Rajan. Ekena kalubhanena marmani abhihate mahe dva andau nihitau vruddhau mata janaita mata. Mera mata, she's gone. Chame tau nunam durbala vandhau mat pratikshau pipasitau. They are waiting for me. Not only that, they are thirsty. Old people thirsty. Chiram asha kritam trishnam kashtam sandarayish. They have been bearing this stress for a long time. How will they bear this? Look, this, the duty of a son, vatsalyam. Read this sarga, at least in Gujarati text. Nanunam tapasavasti pala yoga srutasya. They also have done some papa. Otherwise, what their tapas and their learning has not helped them, not helped me, because I'm gone like this, alpaish. Nanunam tapasavasti pala yoga srutasya va pita yanmam na janati shayanam patitam bhuvi. My mata and pita are astic people. Their learning is not helping them because they also did some karma. Phalam dhavati karma everywhere. Look, jana annapi kim kuryate ashakti aparikrama. Even though they knew that I am hit here, to their drishti, they are invalid. They cannot walk. Aparikrama, they can't. You did parikrama, they can't do it. So they are not able to walk. Viplangaha. Chityamanam iva ashaktaha tratum anyo nago. What a beautiful. He says, hey Dasarath, hey Raghava, their life is like a tree. One tree is next to other tree. A man comes and cuts this tree. The other tree standing has to simply watch. That tree cannot protect this tree. Likewise, they know I am stuck here, but they cannot do anything. Beautiful. Naga, na gacchati iti naga. The one that cannot move. Naga is hill, naga is tree. The tree cannot move. So when a man comes and cuts one tree, there is adjacent one tree. Will that tree go and fall on that man? It cannot. Likewise, they are helpless. Look, vata vacho, it's like water flowing. With chityamanam iva ashaktaha. When somebody is cutting chityamana, when somebody is cutting a tree, there is one more tree, pathetic, not able to protect its neighbor. Chityamanam iva ashaktaha tratum, protect tratum na anyo naga nagam, anyaha nagam na tratum. Beautiful. Pituhu tvam eva me gatva shigram achakshva Raghava. Hey Raghava, he didn't say Dasaratha, because you are Dharmatman, so do what is right now. At least accept your mistake. Natvam anudaheti kruddho vanam vanni. If you don't tell truth to him, it will be his krodha will be like a wild fire. Vanni vanam iva kruddhaha. So now at least accept the mistake, tell the truth. What a sarga. One more sarga. Next sarga. Iska dehant, swarga arohana. And it so happened, today is 99th sitting. Next sitting, 100th sitting, Dasarath swarga arohan. Dhanyahu. Pavamana sududupatu padara. Vindamulaku ninama rupamulaku nitya. Jaya Mangalam Mangalam Kosalendraya Mahaniya Gunatmane Chakravarti Tanujaya Sarva Bhaumaya Mangum Jai Bolo Purushottama Ji Ki Jai.